Who remembers this big boy? What's up, guys? My name is Phil. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. So in today's episode, the truck is in for its first maintenance wash. So guys, if you remember this vehicle here, check out the card above. We did a full new car prep and ceramic coating. But what we're doing today is doing its first maintenance wash. So we're going to show you what we use and see how the coating is doing. So let's take a look around. It is heavily used. It's a work truck, so it is dirty. Now the wheels we coated, and all the plastic, and of course the paint. As we see, wheels are pretty dirty. As far as bugs, not a ton of bugs in the front. We have a few here and there, so we'll use a little bit of bug remover if we need to. We'll see. And we're also going to use a new to us product from McKee's on these mats, the Mat Rejuvenator and Cleaner. So as we see down the bottom, pretty dirty. Yep, pretty nasty. So let's begin the wash process. We don't need to do an APC rinse on this. Let's rinse it, let's see how the coating is doing, then we'll foam it and wash it, and we'll see if we need to attack the bugs up here or not. We'll see if the wash actually removes them. How does it look out in the sun?
Really good.
All right, the truck is washed and the coating is responding beautifully, like brand new. All the plastics are beading. They cleaned up incredibly well. The paint is beading up like insane. Yeah, nice, tight beading. It is looking awesome. And wheels are beading also. They just need a good cleaning. We just used the G-Wash on them, and we used the McKee's tire and plastic rubber cleaner. That stuff is super strong. So that we used for the tires, and the wheels look amazing. Now as far as bugs, I think they all washed off. There's just chips. There's a lot of chips actually on here. But as you can see, the paint is protected. It is awesome. So very, very happy with the coating so far. I just love to wash and maintain coated vehicles. And it's beading all the way to the bottom. Yep, really nice. That's road paint. Yeah, look at that. I have to tell the customer about that. I don't know how much of that we can remove. We'll see. We might have to gently remove it with some chemical. All right, we're gonna pull her in and we're going to dry her down with C2V3, and we're going to do the interior too. Just basic interior wiping down and cleaning up. Oh, and you may notice my little hooks here for the mats, and the mat rejuvenator worked really well. Of course, these are new mats, but still. No, it's my spray.
All right, you can do the whole car then.
My spray. It's my spray. Man, he got paint. Look at that. So this truck is gigantic, and it barely fits in here, but we make it work. And at least it's nice out of the sun, and we have the AC blasting. So just a spritz of C2V3 on each panel. And we are using the nice Gtechniq drying towels. These things are nice and soft, and dries really well. And the C2V3 can go on plastic, paint, glass, everything. Come on, reach. Come on. Oh, you almost got it. What happened up here? You missed a spot.
Oh.
Come on.
That's it.
All right, the interior is done. Not a ton to show in here. We just had to really get it done. So mostly, I mean, there's a lot of personal stuff in here anyway. So it was just wiping down, vacuuming. We didn't even have to lift the mats here. They were, you know, they're these huge mats that are kind of under this big thing with tools in it. So we're not going to worry about that. Everything was just vacuumed, wiped down. All the door jambs were cleaned. So here's what we used for the interior. Just to maintain it and to clean it, we're loving the Hybrid Solutions mist products. So this one here is for the leather, so makes it feel really nice and smooth, nice and clean, not greasy. It feels really good. That stuff is awesome for maintaining the leather. And then we have the interior mist here, so that you can put on all of the dash. So the dash here and also on the door. So it feels nice. Again, no greasiness, nothing, you know, that's going to be shiny or attract dust or anything like that. It is perfect for interior maintaining. It feels nice. Great. Trim is looking great on this also. We just did the wheels, so we're gonna do the tires next, but look how nice they came out. I mean, there's a lot of gunk in the deep grooves, but I'm not concerned about that. Again, it is a work truck, so it is going to get dirty again quickly. But as far as the paint goes, it is awesome. There's a few little water spots here and there. And there's the paint that I'm going to try to remove on that other side. So let's see. Here we go. We'll use the Tire and Trim T1 from Gtechniq. So guys, tires and wheels are done, and now we have to focus on this overspray. It is in the wheel well here, and it's actually into the carpet. Can't do anything about that unless you want to drill brush that carpet, but that would not be advised. So yeah, unfortunately, we have to deal with this horrible overspray here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try chemical first. We have some W7 tar and glue remover, and let's use that first, see if we can loosen that up. Doesn't seem to be touching it much. It's definitely dissolving it. Yeah, there we go. It's dissolving. I'm going to just go kind of heavy in there. I don't really want to get it all over the paint, just in the areas where I need it, and it'll dissolve. Now you can go at this with like your thumbnail, and that's okay. Just be very, very gentle. Plastic razor blade you could also, but that has more potential for marring, scratching the paint. So, you know, worst case scenario, you might have to use it. But this is working, it's just taking a longer time to dissolve. You could use lacquer thinner, that's very, very strong. You could do that. But again, you know, it's coated in here in the wheel wells, and it's still having a hard time coming off the paint. So that's just the way it is. But it is working, so it's just going to be slow going. So that worked. What you see is just, you know, gunk from the road and road rash in here. That's just what happens in a wheel well, so at least the paint is removed. So let's see if we can do something about the road paint on the side here of the vehicle. So now we have some of the road paint here, and good thing it's not everywhere, it's just in a few spots, but it's removing easier off the body itself. I'm going at it extremely gently and just popping the paint off of the clear coat very, very gently. Now, I wasn't going to take a razor blade to this, the plastic razor blade, because I think that's just too aggressive. But going at it like this very gently is okay. And using a little bit of the glue and tar remover to help in softening it, that helps as well. So instead of trying to attack it with chemical and dissolve it and rub it and rub it and rub it, that you may end up actually doing more damage. So I'd rather just soften it and then pick it off very, very gently with your fingernail, and it's okay. That's not going to damage anything. It's not going to scratch anything. That's really the most gentle way to remove little bits of road paint off your clear coat. And having this ceramic coated definitely helped. So it came off easily. So there's other little bits down here that, you know, just from the road, it's used a lot. So a little bit of the tar remover will help remove that. And then I have a second towel here that I'm using. It's a second towel, it's not the same. And just reapply the C2 VO3 the C2 V3, and there we go. Top it again, and we're good to go. So, easily removed. Good thing. The American luxury coach is done. Man, this thing is gigantic. Yep, looking good. Cleaned, refreshed, ready to go. So this is our maintenance service for our ceramic coatings. So this was coated with Gtechniq Crystal Serum Light and topped with EXOv4. And it is performing incredibly well. Now this does sit outside, it's a work truck, it gets beat on. It gets used heavily. So the coatings so far are holding up. Everything is beading and sheeting perfectly. And even the overspray road paint on that side came off the paint with no problems. Just gently, either using chemical or just gently using your fingernail. I know some people are going to say, no, don't do that. Yes, you can do that. It is not a big deal. Use some thinking ability, use some reasonableness, and gently pick at it to remove it. Otherwise, you can use soft microfibers and chemical and everything, but that's going to take a long time. And the microfiber, using that agitation, it can still mar the paint up a little bit. So just be careful with it. If you're dealing with road paint like that on a vehicle that is not coated and you're going to polish it anyway, you can be pretty aggressive with it. You can go at it with a razor blade and it's okay, you know, a plastic razor blade, because you're probably going to compound it or polish it or do whatever you need to do after that. I've done that plenty of times, not a big deal. But with this, it picked off very, very gently. It came right off. So that's okay. It's nothing that's going to harm the paint or the coating or anything like that. Just use some common sense when you see stuff like that. But otherwise, everything is looking great. The wheels are holding up great, and even the textured plastic. So guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you are interested in any of the products, the Gtechniq products that we've used, then check out the links down below. You can find pretty much everything there, and it goes to Car Supplies Warehouse, where you can purchase all of those products. And I'm very impressed with Gtechniq coatings. That's why we became accredited. We love their coatings. They are very easy to use, and you know, we see the performance on the vehicles that we have done the coatings on, and they are amazing. So performance off the charts, awesome stuff. I can't say enough about the Gtechniq products because they just simply work. Now I know what some of you are going to say. No, Gtechniq is not that great. There's other coatings that are better. Look, that's subjective. That's up to your personal choice, your personal opinion. I have seen Gtechniq coatings perform incredibly well, so that's my personal opinion on them, and from personal experience. So it's not just an opinion, it is experience. I'm seeing them perform on an exceptional level. That's why I'm going to continue to use them. So, you know, people can choose whatever coatings they want. If you have a coating that works for you, then stick with it. Use it. Don't worry about what the other guys are using. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with others who may enjoy it, and subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a great week.